Yep. Since I'm making this video, that means God is still in the blessing business. And since God is still in the blessing business, that means obviously that business is good. My. Well, I'm giving you your trigger warning up front, because this is a trigger warning. I've been on personality. So everything that you do and the choices you make constructs your personality. But your past also constructs your personality, which is also childhood wounds. Childhood wounds is different stuff that had happened to you when you was a child or you was an adolescent and under the age of 18. Some of these things happen to people. Some of these things has been your own choice under the age of 18 as an adolescent. So what had happened was, you still will have to face the shadows of what has happened, and either forgiving yourself, or throwing it on the altar to God or your source or anything, whatever you say it is, and giving it up and not carrying it. I come across this subject because I have childhood wounds of my own. Mine are not as abusive as others, physical or sexually. And since this is a trigger warning, I'm gonna really try to watch my words, because the energy that is out there, that this is a lot of people, and you'd rather try to jeopardize your future by not facing the past. Some things some people do to you when you're a child or as an adolescent, you physically at times could not do anything about it. Does that make it okay? No, it don't. It really don't. But sometimes that opening up a relationship and not closing another one out and keeping that cycle going, it's hard to do. And at times, it's easier to blame somebody else. Say it's easier to blame somebody else and not always not blame yourself, because at times it's not your fault. Not your fault does not set blame on you. You'll have to face it. Do I know exactly what to do to get over it? That's some stuff you're gonna have to go to your source, throw it at the feet, and listen to see what's best for you. If you do not know what to do, I wouldn't suggest going around and not manipulating, but conspiring in relationships with people, thinking that they're gonna help you fix the situation. At the time you saying you like older men, and you just a child yourself. So I'm gonna make this a very light one, because at times it's some stuff I can't speak about. But that's another subject that's not just for males or just for females. I say go in hermit. But it's a lot of people that can't go in hermit because of jobs and responsibilities and different stuff like that. Me personally, my thing was relationship with fathers. Generationally, it's been a problem. I think I might have not fixed it, but at the same time, bad things can produce a positive outcome. And it can say it's a positive outcome because sometimes the pain will do one or two things. The pain will make it to where you're worse on that generation, the next generation, or you'll help the next generation. I think on this generation with the talk, some true, some is deniably true. Most of it and a lot of it is not true. So, with that being said, you can either bear the weight of exactly what's going on and take on your responsibility of what you done, or you could play the victim and blame everybody else. That'll be up to you. So, taking the responsibility will be painful. Not always, I wouldn't say lonely. It's nothing lonely. You could be alone and not be lonely. But sometimes that is where the place where you hear a lot of people sit there and say they hear the voice of God or hear the voice of Source. You don't have to be a bad person in order to sit in one spot and then hear God. Somehow, as myself, my bad choices, not always bad choices, but my choices, put that into play. Have I figured anything out to fix it? It's really not on me to fix. It's not on the kids to fix. It's not on them to fix. But that's one of those, like truth, time I have to fix. And what I'm hoping is none of mine will be like I was to a point. But being fair is being fair. But me claiming to be a victim, knowing I made bad choices or I made decisions that was on me to make, I can't blame nobody else but myself. And it's not like, oh, fathers leave or nothing like that. You could have a father in the house and still really don't know that person until you have to walk in their shoes. But it's kind of hard to walk in somebody else's shoes when the situation not the same. Well, your father did this. Well, I also had a mama too. So that means my mama was nothing like my kid's mother. We just shooting in the wind. I'm just a messenger, bro. Ma'am, I'm just a messenger. Not always right, not always wrong. Just a messenger. But we gonna stick around till it get right. And something on different sexes are other people make choices. But if you make a choice, don't try to make somebody else play the game of a choice that you made when you knew what was on the gambling table or on the wood that you was betting. So, an example, if I sit here and roll the dice, you saying I'm betting a relationship and I crap out, it's some stuff that I'm gonna lose. You don't crap out and that was your choice and you gain. That's not how this works. You can't sit here and say, I crap out or you crap out and then you get to take my pile of money. That's not how good gambling go. Good gambling don't go like that. So if you crap out and you bet the relationship, it's certain things that's gonna be taken away. But this whole thing of me cheating and I get your stuff to come with me and I cheated, that's not fair. Oh, well, what about you didn't think about the kids while you was cheating? You didn't think about the kids when you choose to sit here and make these choices of throwing certain items and things and accounts in the pot to be sitting out gambling, throwing them dice on. So you mean to tell me you get to walk away, you are not the victim, you're the aggressor, and you still get to win? That's not life. And generationally, our generation is starting to see how you do wrong and you get to keep people's stuff that was helping you. Well, I ain't saying it's just coming to an end, but they're all higher powers. And you need to take care of your responsibilities. How you gonna take care of responsibility when you wanna jump? There's so many pieces of a story that a person that's trying to play the victim leaves out, so you'll feel sorry for them. When in fact, in turn, the sacrifice was made to make it better for that person that's trying to play victim. Now, I'm way on my doggone marker, turning this doggone video off. But I think you understand what I'm trying to say, and I think you understand exactly what's going on. So, y'all have a fine rest of your day. And sayonara.